Hi everybody, it's Beth, and today I'm making a thankful pumpkin shelf sitter. So I have these scrap pieces of wood, which I actually grabbed from Hobby Lobby. They have bags full of scrap wood. This berry garland from Dollar Tree, and these stems from Dollar Tree. This thankful word from Hobby Lobby. Some Spanish moss and a couple little pieces of florals. Warm sunset and burnt umber acrylic paint, Gorilla Glue, and hot glue. So what I did for the scrap wood is I took 3 pieces that were the smaller in length pieces and painted them with the warm sunset. And I did 3 coats on all of those front, back, and sides, and painted the piece that was a little bit longer with the burnt umber color. These are all about 3/4 inches thick and just about a little over 2.5 inches wide, and all different heights. And then I used that same burnt umber color and painted the thankful word, and I covered the entire thing, giving the front of it 2 coats. After all the wood was dry, I took a fan brush and kind of put just a tiny bit of the burnt umber color on the brush and dry brushed along the edges and then on the front and sides and back of each of the orange pieces of wood. Next, I used a sanding block and just sanded all of those pieces, the 3 orange ones and the bottom one, which is the burnt umber one. I did front, back, sides, sanded the entire things. Next, I took a piece of the berry garland and kind of just made it into a circle. And what I did, just wrapped it around a few times and cut a piece off. And then you'll just wrap the ends around itself. Then I just cut an extra piece, and on the spots that it would be opening up from where you had wrapped it around itself, just take that extra piece and just wrap it in those sections where it looks like it might be opening up a bit. And then next I took the 3 orange pieces and lined them up next to each other and took my Gorilla Glue. It's like an E6000, and I just put a little bit on the center of one of the sides, hot glue on either side, and then glued 2 of them together, making sure that the bottom of them was nice and straight. And then I did the same thing with the last piece. And then I took the berry garland and put it on the front, and just where I wanted it, put a couple spots of hot glue and just placed that right on front of it. And then held on the thankful word. And then just where it was going to be touching the garland, put some hot glue there and added that on as well. And then for the bottom, I added some of the Gorilla Glue again, different spots, and then hot glue. And then place that down on my stand trying to get it nice and centered. And then next I took my stems from Dollar Tree and I cut them with my miter shears and then glued the stems on top of each of the orange pieces. And then took some Spanish moss and hot glued that around each of those stems. And then the last thing I did was just add on a couple little leaves. And that is it. This project is finished. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.